your parent is not involved, you have no chance. The parents are the most important piece of a child's learning process. They are the first teachers of that student. All all subjects, all levels, it all starts with verbal language. And so it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter what his kid is from or whatever. If that parent has to be involved, that parent has to be speaking a language that is then transferable into the school. So in that process of bringing your kid to, receive that academic support, they must show that they care. Their child must feel like this is important to my mom, this is important to my father, this is important to my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts, in order for them to know that the village is looking at me, the village is counting on me.
Yo, this is Juwan, and this is CYON, and this is an outlet for entrepreneurs to tell your story, to get in the know, to relieve your stress, to create your own narrative. Yo, it's Create Your Own Narrative, man. CYON. We're here with another exclusive interview. I got O'Brien and his wife, India, coming out with us tonight to give y'all a background on how I met them. We met them from the kids' drive that we did in Riviera Beach. O'Brien was a person who partnered with us, with amongst others, but he was a voice for all of us. And he took initiative, him and his wife, to make sure that we all got the proper love. Because that was our first time doing it on that scale. So we appreciate y'all for that. And we talk about that all the time, on how y'all was helping us, walking us through and everything, and being able to explain to me what was going on. Gotcha. So I appreciate that, bro. Let's give a little bit about yourself. Tell them where you're from, how long you've been in the educational field, anything else you want the people to know.
Okay, got it, man. So as you said, I'm O'Brien Edwards. I go by OB. Everyone who knows me call me OB. But I am born and raised in Riviera Beach. I don't know if you are a resident of Riviera Beach or if you are a long-time Palm Beach County member, but from Broadmoor to S Avenue, Moreland Heights, my family we just moved around. Wherever they had a place, we stayed at. From there, I graduated from Palm Beach Gardens High School.
That's what's up.
In 2003, and then in 2007, I came back and I started coaching, and then 2008, I began my educational career. So since 2008 until now, I've been in the field of education, not only coaching, but also working with students with exceptionalities, as well as math, reading, you name it. I pretty much taught and work with every single grade level, from kindergarten through 12. And right now I'm back at Palm Beach Gardens High School, working with 9th and 10th graders in the area of mathematics and ESE.
Got one question. How is it working with the 9th and 10th graders?
You know what, man? I'm in my wisdom stage right now. So I just they all my kids, and so once they come onto the campus, they enter my classroom. It's I have a smile later, but business now type of mentality. Right, so man. You come in my classroom, it's sit down, get your stuff out, let's get to work, and then once we start getting that routine going, then we'll smile. Now we can kind of get to know each other. But
these kids different.
Oh, they different. They different. So
they different.
But it's been a blessing. Right. I learned just as much from them as they learn from me. So.
And that's the way it should be. That's the way exactly it should be. And what are you teaching at Gardens, may I ask?
Algebra 1. So I'm teaching Algebra 1, pre-algebra, and then we assist with various subjects, but primarily Algebra 1, pre-algebra.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. India, yourself, give a little background, tell the people about you, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Hello, everyone. I'm India Edwards. I am from Riviera Beach as well. I am a graduate of Palm Beach Gardens High School too, class of 07. Okay. Teaching has always been my passion. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was a little girl. And so I did receive a scholarship from Bethune-Cookman University in the course department. However, I also majored in special education. And then I furthered my education at Grand Canyon University as well. At this time, I am at Palm Beach Gardens High School. I am school-based team leader there. I also support all subject areas depending on where the need is. I support all subject areas. I truly feel like giving back to the community and just bridging those gaps when it comes to the social and emotional components as well as the education components, what we should do in the community. So yeah, that's a little bit about what I do.
That's a dream team right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a dream team right there. That's a
It
dream
is.
team. I gotta salute that. I
Nah,
gotta salute that. And as y'all can see, they're married and they're working together, and it's successful. And it's successful. So it does work, people. It does work.
Yes.
So salute y'all. Today we're talking about raw academics.
Got it.
Feel me? This is your program, you guys' program that focuses on education and mental health. Can you give the people a little bit about raw academics? What grades do you serve and everything else? So if the people need to know.
Okay.
Raw Academics is a 501c3. Initially, we also have the Able to Watch Tutoring Enrichment Services, which is which is more so our LLC. So we established that in 2019 during the transition of COVID, just understanding the needs that the students needed in the community when it came to the academic portion, because we went from on campus to virtually or in person. And so with that in mind, we had to ensure that the 501c came along to receive more funding to establish, the programs that we were developing.
Facts.
You can give a little more about our mission.
So pretty much our mission, and you did a great job explaining that.
Y'all see that? Bouncing off each other?
Our mission is pretty much we want to bring equitable academic support services into underserved communities.
Okay.
That is something that we're very passionate about. In addition to bringing academic support services, we also use our ESC background to provide extra coaching and social and emotional development. A lot of kids, especially within this generation, they lack that social and emotional regulation, whether they have, IEP 504 or they don't. It's a lot of students who kind of missed the mark during that COVID year.
Yeah.
Parents were scrambling, trying to figure out, how they were going to go to work. Businesses was shutting down and trying to figure out how would they stay alive virtually, and a lot of people pretty much put the kids on the back burner. So we recognized that early on. It was like, we have to make sure that we're not just pointing out the problem, but actually being a solution to it. So that's kind of how we just dove head first into it.
And COVID was the year that you figured out this is something
that
you want to do.
Absolutely.
Just witnessing our kids working in small groups, because they were home with us while we were teaching. So we still had to teach, but we had to also watch our kids,
go through that,
communicate with
transition.
Yes, I'm like, hold up, I know, more, families need this support, and so we knew that after school, this is the perfect time to provide that additional support to remediate those skills.
Right. And what's one thing that you say that you noticed during that year that the kids were lacking?
It was really 2 years.
2 years.
I mean, obviously the social emotional component that we spoke about, but kids were just you was pretty much being asked to cut your computer on during that time, and if you were, you were accounted for, and then they kind of just passed you. So a lot of kids miss that actual curriculum piece, just developing that critical thinking, that having to
making the brain work.
Having to infer, having to solve problems. They didn't have to solve problems, and so now, as they came back to school and they were being faced with problems, not only from the curriculum, but from a social standpoint, they didn't have the ability to think it through.
Yeah.
And so, as you keep going throughout the levels of school, if that is an issue, if that's the area that was not developed properly, you're going to kind of cap out. You're not going to be able to grow as you need to. So.
Yes,
and I wanted to add to the accountability piece, being able to develop your own work and your own skills and own it. We found out that many students were afraid to just own their work or to make a mistake. And it's like, it is okay to make a mistake, because that's how you learn from your mistakes when it comes to academics or socially, when it comes to solving with conflict resolutions. So it's important to learn those particular skills so that when you improve academically or socially, okay, you understand, okay, what I did wrong, what I didn't do wrong. So during that time, we noticed, too, the accountability piece was a major factor.
Because I know I probably would have just been, I'm here, take notes,
Right.
That's it, and took that.
The long-term effect of that is that if you aren't able to develop in those areas, then you won't be competitive in the working field. You won't be you won't know how to create a business. You won't know how to add to the world, add to your community. At that point, you're just walking around doing what someone tells you to do.
Because I feel like now, especially talking to like the younger generation, I know when I was coming up to school, we knew education was important. It was that was no clue. We knew you got to at least make it to 12th grade.
We knew that.
Now they don't.
They don't. And they make it, they also think, oh, it doesn't matter. I have other options. I'm like, no, it does matter, because now for you to even get a job, you need a diploma. You need to walk across that stage. This is a big accomplishment, you know, and it's really important to just motivate them and to encourage them now at this time. Why that's important.
Especially now.
With all those social media, everything, confidence going low, so many ways that the kids are going wrong.
Yeah.
And what age groups does Raw Academic serve?
So I mean, so honestly, from pre-K, really 4 years old, up until 12th grade. I mean, we've provided services for students 19 years old that was still in high school. You know, so anywhere between pre-K through, as of right now, 19, and you know, we'll talk about it a little later, but you know, we're trying to make sure we expand on those ages as well, because you know, there's other
college kids need help too.
They need support as well.
And
so
we have tutored college students as well. So
we want to make sure we have programs for that as well.
And you're aiming right now for low income, our community, not just low income, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, pretty much our population, our targeted audience that we are pulling from are, you know, people from underserved communities, right, as well as students who attend Title I schools, because usually they pull from the underserved.
And what's Title I school?
Title I school is where a lot of your, the majority of your students, or a certain percentage of your students, receive free or reduced lunch based on their income. Okay.
Yeah.
And what importance is that for those kids that have you found doing doing Raw Academics so long?
I mean, the importance is that you're going to get, we use that word equitable, right? So that means that we want to make sure that we put you on a even playing field. A lot of communities that are not underserved, that are served very well, they have access to multiple quality tutorial enrichment services. They have that. It's right next to them. They can walk outside and they have that in their community. That's something that we want to make sure that we provide those students that we grew up in. You know, we were products of those environments, and so we want to make sure that we have more O'Briens, we have more Indians, we have more Juwans. You know, we want to make sure that there's more students out here that are thinking critically and able to add to the community. You know, the better your community is thinking, the better your community is moving. It just increases the value all around. So
correct. And just to add on to what O'Brien stated, we do have many success stories where students have jumped 2 to 3 grade levels. And even when they jump 2 to 3 grade levels, they come back to, you know, get assistance with projects, or we have the enrichment component where we meet you on your grade level, but we can take you up a notch to where you want to be. So, you know, academically.
I like that.
And they come back, like the parents are very proud. The parents see the results, and the parents share the word. That's like really how we're known, by the parents sharing what we do.
Shout out to the parents.
You know, shout out to the parents. Oh my God, we have wonderful parents.
Yes, we do.
They do not play, and it's all year long we provide these services. So that's the thing, making sure that they have the opportunities, that they don't miss their opportunities, that they're always ready, so they don't have to get ready. They stay ready. So that's really important.
We're gonna make a commercial for y'all on that one. I like that. And if I'm a parent, I'm bringing my child to Raw Academics, what can I expect? What services? What's everything that my child should learn in a matter of a year?
Wow,
you want to start off with that?
Interesting. I can definitely speak about the intake process of it. We are currently working on our website, but we do have the website with the Edwards Tutoring Enrichment Services.
Okay.
So you will complete that, and then we will contact you. And then from there, when you complete that form, you'll let us know which subjects. So you'll give us baseline information about your child. And even though we will receive that baseline information, then we will administer a baseline for your child, depending on the subject area, what grade they're in, and so which components we're working on. And based on that, we'll tell you, okay, how long it would take for this child to make improvement. Now, we monitor your child based on progress reports at school. We also collect report cards, and we give rewards continuously with students that
keep the kids motivated.
Absolutely, and they love it. They love it. They love food too.
I'm with them on that.
We go the extra mile. So if your child has an IEP, if your child has a 504 plan, we advocate and we do attend meetings. We email the teachers, their teachers, so we can be on the same page. We tell the parents to introduce the teacher as we're their tutor and that we want to be involved. So once everyone's on the same playing field here, then we know for sure the child will make progress.
I like that.
You know, so that's the continuing support that we give when you choose us to provide educational services for your child.
I mean, she nailed that, you
Yes.
know.
Right on.
She nailed it. And I would just say, when you see us face to face, we're gonna greet you with a smile. We're gonna make you feel wanted. We're gonna make you feel loved, even though this is our first time meeting. We're big on people service. I know you heard of customer service, but it's really people service. We want you to feel like you're human. We don't care what grade level you're on. We don't care how much trouble you cause the teacher today. If your child is suspended, bring them to us. We want to make sure that they have the resources so that when you see us, you're going to get a smile. When your child is, you know, you bring them to us and they may not be, you know, at their best that day. You know, we have the know-how, we have the experience, we have the knowledge on how can we get this kid mentally on track. What words can we say? How can we, you know, have that interpersonal relationship or conversation with them and say, hey, we understand what you're going through. How can we build that trust? So we want to make sure we build the trust with the students. We're going to give parents feedback on a daily basis. We're going to let the student know that, hey, we want to see growth. You're not coming here just so that we can tell you the answer. You're coming here because we want you to develop a part of your mind to where you're actually solving these problems on your own.
Taking control.
We want you to see the confidence of your own work, and that's what India touched on earlier. So we're really passionate about that, as you can hear me speaking, because we want our students not only to feel the confidence that they have people that supporting them to make sure that they get, you know, where they want to be or the level where they want to be, whether you're behind, whether you're on level, or whether you're above it. We want to make sure that you take it to the next level. So.
And I love that. And I can vouch for them as people, one. And then we went to one of their sessions also at the library and just seeing the different ages, how locked in the kids were, how focused they were on their craft. Like, I see them, I'm like, say hey, went right back to work, hey. And that's love. And it was a Saturday. And having kids there on a Saturday shows accountability of them and the parents.
And the parents.
Absolutely.
And the parents. And I wanted to speak on how important it is for parents to get involved into the educational of their child's growing through school.
If your parent is not involved, you have no chance. The parents are the most important piece of a child's learning process. They are the first teachers of that student. All subjects, all levels, it all starts with verbal language. And so it doesn't matter how, you know, it doesn't matter what this kid is from or whatever. If that parent has to be involved, that parent has to be speaking a language that is then transferable into the school. So in that process of bringing your kid to, you know, receive that academic support, they must show that they care. Their child must feel like this is important to my mom, this is important to my father, this is important to my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts, in order for them to know that the village is looking at me, the village is counting on me. So it's extremely important.
Yeah, it's important for a village.
And just to add, the parents should definitely, I encourage them, especially elementary parents, to start when they're young. and continue that monitoring when they're in middle school. Because if not, when they get to high school, that is when you find where the parents are like, I don't know what to do. And so you go back and look at the history, because I'm school-based team leader at Palm Beach Gardens High School, and you're like, okay, well, this is the history. You know, the child repeated this behavior but didn't get the remediation, the interventions, early interventions that they needed. Correct. And now the child is like out of control.
They created a habit.
Created. So correct. So it is extremely important for the parent to contact the teacher, ask the teacher what the child is working on, bring the homework back to us to assist, and then ask us to provide any additional work that the child can do, so that the child knows, hey, we're all on the same page here. And also just not only completing the homework, but being involved in activities to work on your social emotional components as well. It's really good.
And social emotional. What some of the things have you seen from the kids? Like, I know with my iPad, my little cousin would sit on the iPad all day and probably won't talk to nobody else.
So
mute.
Yes, I mean, I was about to say that. You know, just poor communication skills. Not making that eye contact. Not being able to express how you're feeling. Not being able to even identify what are you feeling. Not being able to solve a simple problem. You know, these are things that we're seeing in school, and I'm gonna, you know, go somewhere else with it. You know, the level of apathy for you, you know, for your own self, for your own success, is increasing. And so it's increasing because, you know, social media is a heavy plan that's telling that they don't have to do this, or you can do this, you don't have to go to school, you don't have to, school, you know, and so that's why you're seeing the hit that public school is taking, and everybody's thinking about homeschooling, everybody's thinking about private schooling, and there's nothing wrong with those. But if everyone is homeschooling, or if everyone's trying to go private, then it's no longer private, it's public.
Everybody there.
So I want to make sure people understand how important it is, and how important the social emotional is, and understanding that you just can't listen to everything, and sometimes you have to make sure that you have the ability to advocate for yourself, because you know, that's another area where we just with students, they just don't have that skill.
Correct.
They just let everything just run over them, or they quick to run with anything that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
And it's funny how quick they catch on. I worked in a summer camp at Revere. Shout out to y'all, because they made me a man. Them kids made me a man. I did that for one summer, bro, and I was like, yo. They talking back to me, cursing me. I'm like, yo, it's different.
You know, we went into Revere summer camp
this summer.
And how was that experience?
So first, let's thank Riviera Beach for even having that, for even making that a priority for this summer. So you know, big ups to the council people, big ups to the council people, but Dias and, you know, chairperson Lanier. She was, you know, integral part in making sure that happened this summer. The mayor, the previous mayor, Felder, current mayor, Lawson. I mean, the entire Riviera Beach, you know, council, just everybody. They had the city manager, Evans, they understood the importance of, okay, we're seeing the test scores, we must do something about it. So they made the right move of making sure that they solicited other organizations to come in and provide those supports. So getting the being able to provide those services for Riviera Beach Summer Camp, it was an eye opener from the aspect of we know they need the support, and so we was just the kids, they were reluctant as expected, because I'm in summer camp. Why are you here trying to teach me? What are you talking about?
It's time to have fun.
Math, reading, I came here to go to field trips. I'm not trying to listen to nothing y'all are saying. And I understand, because at that age, during the summer, I didn't care what you were saying. But they were, as time went on, they became more accepting of us and accepting of our mission and the message that we were trying to portray. And so as they saw us and they knew that we wasn't going anywhere, you know, attitudes and, you know, reluctance, you know, that eventually turned into acceptance. And they were, by the end of our program, they were very, what word am I looking for, sweetie? It was.
They understood the assignment. They understood the assignment, and we celebrate at the end of the summer camp. They celebrate their adventures overall, and we went out to support that. We celebrated with them as well, so they understood.
Shout out to the kids.
Miss Lena set us up though.
Miss
Lena set us up. She made us play basketball, right? And we thinking that it's gonna be the adults versus the kids. Man, she put Raw versus the entire Riviera Beach summer camp. So we really ain't have no reserves. It was the staff and the kids, and and then she made us play full court. So Miss Lena, just know that we got you. You know, you always won. Yeah. These 40-year-old knees, she made us go after it. So, but it was
shout out to Miss Lena. We love you though. Miss Lena, good people.
Yeah,
I love everything that she doing. So, what are your goals for Raw Academics for the next 3 to 5 years, as a whole?
Okay, so I know the first goal we want to make sure we do is continue to increase our outreach. We want to make sure that in addition to, you know, Riviera Beach, Lake Park, that we expand our services to other parts of the county that are in similar situations as Riviera Beach, such as, you know, the Glades, such as Lake Worth, you know, different, you know, certain communities within the Gardens areas or within the West Palm Beach areas. We want to make sure that we have, that we provide, or that we give those residents an opportunity to receive similar services. That's the first goal. The second goal we want to make sure that we do is increase our presence in local schools. We know that there's a population that's identified as the lower 25%. Those students are usually underperforming, and they have a lot of different factors on why they're underperforming. We feel that we have the expertise to not only reach those students, but also grow those students and put them in position to experience success.
All right,
the third goal, I like that. The third goal we have is at some point we want to make sure that we open up a after school education center. So we want to make sure that not only are we going out into the community, but the community also has a chance to come to us. So we want to make sure that we have that input and output.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And I put blessings on it because I know y'all gonna do it. Y'all know y'all gonna do it. I can't wait to see it, bro. I can't wait to see it. And how can the community help you right now if you guys need it? Volunteers, support, donations, anything. What can we do to help you?
So we're always looking for funding. So the community has graciously helped us, especially during the summer with funding. And with that, we have provided. We're providing currently, you know, scholarships to students that can afford tutoring at this time. So that is definitely something that we're very passionate about. So funding is ongoing. For volunteers, I was looking for folks to come out and volunteer. You can read to students. You can support them in their academic needs, or just, you know, providing mentorship, especially with our boys. Just having someone there constantly, because it's a need. It was another component that you mentioned.
Fellas, get right, man. I heard what they need. They need some men to come in there.
Component. Funding, community, volunteers, and
maybe some more awareness too. We can make y'all aware.
Awareness, yes.
Y'all aware.
Right.
Always,
this is a great place.
Yes, always share. And they have been. Social media, we love them. They share. So continue to do that, because
word
as
of
they
mouth.
continue to share, we receive phone calls. They have a Google form link. We always post a Google form link so that they can sign their child up. So once we receive that text message or that DM, we send a Google form meet, and then we meet the parents, and the process starts. And so the awareness of what we do continuously is a major, you know, hit for us.
We also would love resources from local churches and things like that. Resources can be you know, hour, 2 hours in your facility to make sure that kids that's on your block or that's on that street, they have access to, they can come out and walk right into the, you know, right into the church and receive services. You know, supplies, obviously, you know, the supplies, you can never have enough supplies. And technology is major. There's, you know, AI isn't going anywhere, so a lot of what we do as well, we teach kids how to work with AI, you know, so we're also embedding that into our instruction. So the more technology we have, the better, you know, the better that we'll be able to service our community.
That's beautiful.
So.
That's beautiful. And one thing, how is it working together? How do y'all enjoy that?
Man, it has overall been a blessing. It is great being able to walk in and see, you know, your wife in action, and she is, you know, I'm a football coach, so I use, you know, different personifications, you know, but she's a big dog. She is a beast. She loves what she's doing. You're not finna sit here and tell her that she's not the best, because she brings her A game every day. She motivates me. When I see her work, I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure that I'm on my A game. You know what I'm saying? There's obviously a natural competitiveness where, and when I say competitive, it's a friendly competitiveness, because, you know, we love to see kids interact with what we do. So sometimes she may have a kid that want to see her, and you know, I'm like, oh, what, you don't want to work with me today, or, you know, or you know, vice versa, you know. So it's from my standpoint, it's been a blessing, and so I truly enjoy it. I think I just think that, you know, anytime that you don't, you know, sometimes people have different passions, and so they have to, you know, one person has to be in this room and another person's doing something else, right? And they trying to make it work in the household, but, you know, God has blessed us to where we both love doing the same thing, and so it just, we don't, not one person has to work on this. It doesn't. It's both.
It's a teamwork.
It's teamwork.
Teamwork. Love that.
So O'Brien said the words by mouth. I truly think it's a blessing to work with O'Brien, and with what we do, our different learning and teaching styles. You will see the difference. Like, we really we make it work. Like, there's sometimes when I'm trying to understand and he's trying to figure it out, and then when it comes together, you know, because I always tell him it's about the groundwork. So I understand what you're saying, but let me show you what you're talking about. And once I was like, oh yeah, that's it. So I'm more so, I want to do it. He's like, let's write it, let's put it together. So he develops the programs and the plans, and I'm like, I make it come to life, and I make it come to life, and he's like, oh yeah, she's good to go. So
see,
that is just a blessing.
That's
it's a blessing from God. So we thank Him every day for that opportunity.
Black love still exists.
Come on, man.
It sure does.
Come on, man. It's living right here, with my good people. And when you see, when you see them working together, you see it. You see the passion in both of them. You see how much they put in their love, that they love each other into the environment. So, man, y'all keep going, man. Y'all keep going.
And I want to share, too, we also a product of our environment, so it is a blessing to pour into our community. Like, we understand the changes that have happened, so it is truly a blessing to pour into our community and reach everyone that we can reach, and also provide the resources, because there's a lot of things going on in Riviera Beach. So it's really important that we stay woke and that we are aware of what's going on, so that we can inform our parents, we can inform the kids of their opportunities that they're going to witness over a period of time, because as you can see, Riviera Beach is not how it used to be when we used to walk, you know, the streets
safely up and down.
It's different. So we want to make sure that we think, you know, Riviera Beach and our communities for allowing us to pour into, you know, our city.
Shout out to Riviera.
Yeah, man. It's one component we didn't get a chance to speak about that Raw Academics also does.
Yeah.
And that's develop young teachers. Where young teachers have an opportunity to come in and practice on working with this particular type of demographic, you know, in this demographic area where you may not, you know, if you're not working in Title I school, you may not encounter this type of student. So how can you develop your experience with this particular population? If you are working within the Title I school, how can you
sharpen them tools?
Sharpen your tools. You know, you can come practice on this particular protocol or this particular skill. You know, afterwards you can ask us questions with our experience, and you know, we have a great team of teachers, man.
Yes,
that I mean, they show up and they show out every single day. So we're grateful for that.
Love that.
Shout out to our teachers.
Shout out to the teachers. Shout out to Raw Academics, pouring into the community, pouring into our kids. Anything else y'all want to let the people know? Let them know where to follow you at on social media first.
Go ahead and start with it.
So you can follow us on Facebook at Raw Academic Services. You can also follow the Edwards Raw Tutoring Enrichment Services on Instagram, Raw Academic Services. Where else? We're building our website. Our website is coming up.
Yes.
It should be done here in about a month. Our website for Raw Academics, the Edwards Raw does already have a website. We do have 3 programs that's getting ready to launch. One later on this year, and two of them starting next year. So we're going where the first one is with the Riviera Beach Community Grants. Shout out to Riviera Beach again, because Riviera Beach is
I did see that. I did see y'all standing up there holding that thing.
Riviera Beach is doing a lot of great work as far as education.
Shout out to Lawson. Shout out the whole team over there.
Yeah, so we're going to be furthering our workshops. You know, we partner with them as far as the back to school drive. We had a lot of mental health going on. A lot of mental health talk. Shout out to Sincere 2000.
Much love for them. Much
Yeah,
love for them
so
movement.
absolutely. So coming up in December, we have another workshop that's tied to our toy drive. That workshop will be centered around the community, understanding what programs the surrounding schools offer. So we go making sure that we go out, we reach out to the local schools and pretty much have that tied into you know, pretty much what to look at. What this school has this school has that. And so we want to make sure that we are exposing our community to the different resources that are provided in school. We want to bring the schools into the community so that, you know, everyone has a chance to see what's going on.
I like that.
We also have another program through the Children's Services Council. They had a GII grant that they put out to the public, and starting in January, we're going to be servicing 100 kids for free. So on a weekly basis, we're going to come in contact with anywhere between 90 to 100 kids. We're going to start that recruiting process soon. So we will be going into local schools, talking with principals, talking with different administrative staff, working with different community members, and that's how we're going to recruit our kids. It's going to be a targeted group of kids that we're going to make sure that we have services for them. We're going to feed them. They'll be going on field trips. This is going to be an after-school program. So it's based around literacy. So from grades K through 3, they're going to be receiving reading support in addition to giving homework assistance. In grades 4 through 6, they're going to be a part of our creative writing program. And so they're going to be developing their writing skills. And so, yes. And the last program that we have coming up is called our Kickback Social. And that program is specifically targeted for students with exceptionalities, varied exceptionalities, with the emphasis on ASD and ADHD. So not only will they be receiving free homework assistance, but they're also going to be coached with the social and emotional aspect, where we're going to be having other community resources pour into that. So, yeah.
Great things happening.
Yeah, parents definitely need that. Parents definitely need
Yes, they do. Yeah, God is good, man.
God has been good to y'all, man. God has been good to y'all. Y'all doing major things in the community. I just can't wait to see y'all keep growing, bro.
Well, thank you for having us, man. We're very excited, and
we love y'all. We love y'all.
We're very excited, and thank you for having us on your platform.
Always, bro.
You know, we love the whole idea behind create your own narrative. So, yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in. They're going to be dropping some stuff soon, and we supporting everything that they do for the rest of the lifetime. Whatever y'all do, for the rest of the lifetime, we support it, man. So it's Create Your Own Narrative, CYON, we out.
All right.
Perfect. Appreciate y'all,
You got it, man.
So
real.
TR.